But if you look at the real and the fake, they're pretty close. There's some subtle differences, and you're about to see that here. So the first thing I like looking at with these Dan Marinos is the jersey. So I'm going to zoom in over here, and you're going to see this. So on the real one, if you take a look at this one, you can see it's pretty much solid right here. If you zoom out, there's no imperfections. Now, if you go to the fake one over here, it kind of cuts in. You can see that in over here as well. Looks like part of the one is missing. So zoom back out. Look at them now. One goes straight across over here. This one goes slightly up and then down. So a little piece of this one is missing on that. The next thing I noticed on these cards is the backs. So you can see the real back right here is a lot darker in comparison to this fake one right here, which is lighter. And this also goes into the card stock because there's a different card stock on it. This is lighter, this is darker. And again, easy way to check this out is have another common 1984. They're not going to have different card stocks for their cards. So look at the common, then compare it to the 84 Marino or the LOA if you have that, or a few other rookies in there as well. But just make sure that the card stock lines up. You can tell this is a different card stock. The next thing on here is the front. So take a look at this orange over here in comparison to this orange. Really, really pops. Again, also down over here at the Dolphins logo, comparison of that, tops, and even the blues over here. This card just pops really, really well. The thing you can take a look at under the magnifying glass is this. So you can tell over here, this is more of a solid print. You'd have to look under a loop. I'm a little pixelated since I'm going in, but if you look over here, you already can tell just zooming in that it's more pixelated going through. And if you load up a loop as well, you can tell really, really easily. Also with loops, I like taking a look at letters because it should be solid printing. These will be pixelated, and you can tell down here as well, just going through all of this. Always look at your letters, look at your lines, because companies are going to spend more money on printing. They're not going to cheap out and copy out another image going across. Now, this is a good sign if a card is real. It doesn't always implement on everything. But if you take a look at these blue spots over here, it doesn't print all the way down, and all the fakes do. Don't get me wrong, there are real cards that don't print all the way down, but there are real cards that print all the way down. Sorry, I messed that up. But not having this printed down here is a good sign because all the fakes have that. But again, there are cards out there that are printed all the way down and that are real. Another thing I noticed too on this card, take a look at the helmet over here. You can see these three lines. They're pretty distinct, pretty dark, easy to tell. But if you look at the fake, these lines are really hard to tell going across over here, and even the center line right here. And the Dolphin just does not stand out at all. You just tell with the print quality over there. One other thing I've seen online researching, and I didn't see this from this counterfeit, but with a few others, is the year over here and then team. So some of the counterfeits, this kind of blends in because it's a lower quality printing. And same with the C over here in copyright. There's a few other copyrights here, but these C's aren't printed too well. On this one, you can tell, this is a real right here, but you can tell that it is printed well. On the fake over here, it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe just the image itself, but the C is not that great. Even just looking at these cards side by side, you can see the printing pattern going across over here when you're zoomed in a little bit. In comparison to that, it's like very, very fuzzy. This you can tell is actually a legitimate. And this is a PSA 10 that I grabbed straight off eBay. You can see even the printing dots over here on the face in comparison to that. So side by side now, can you tell which one is real, which one is fake? Pretty easy to tell in person. Online, it's a little bit more difficult, especially because how people scan cards and how it is portrayed. You can't really take the card stock or use a loop online, but it's pretty obvious once you start going through it that this is the real card and this is the fake over here. The biggest takeaway is you look at the back, make sure the back coloring is there, and then you start taking a look at the colors and then the minor details. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below.